Imagine a world where your houseplants don't stay where you left them. Your garden isn't peaceful anymore, and forests? They aren't silent, still places. They're alive, moving, and making decisions. What if one morning you wake up and your favorite rose plant is missing from your balcony? Not stolen, not dead, just walked away. Welcome to a world where plants walk like animals. How would Earth change? How would we survive? And could plants become the new dominant species? Let's walk into this wild alternate reality. Imagine waking up, stretching, walking onto your porch, and freezing instantly. Your potted aloe vera is standing 2 feet to the left. Your sunflower? Not facing the sun, it's literally standing upright, like it moved itself during the night. You blink, you laugh, you think you're sleepy, but then the plant takes a very small step. Heavy bass hit narrator, the world just changed forever. Soon the news explodes, breaking. Plants around the world are moving. Walking trees recorded in Brazil. Houseplants escaping homes, forests on the move. Scientists call it modal botanical evolution, plants developing muscles, nerve-like tissues, and slow locomotive movement. This is not fantasy. This is biology taking a bold turn. Plants walking is weird, but not impossible. Let's break down the science in the most fun way. 1. Plant legs or roots? Plants wouldn't grow legs like humans. Instead, their roots would evolve into strong, flexible, tentacle-like structures like octopus arms, but made of wood and fibers. Imagine a tree root lifting itself from the ground, curling, and pulling the entire tree forward a few inches at a time. 2. A plant brain. Plants already have signaling systems. They communicate using chemicals and electrical pulses. If they walked, evolution would push this further, a nerve mesh system running through their stems, a decision center at the base of the roots. Basic instincts: find sunlight, avoid fire, escape danger. Not intelligence like humans, but survival programming. 3. Slow but powerful movement speed. Think of a giant tortoise, but even slower. Small plants, 1-3 inches per minutebushes, a few inches per hoar. Trees might move only a few feet per day, but they would never stop moving. Jimajin forests silently crawling across land, always shifting. 4. Communication. Plants already talk through chemical messages and fungal networks. Walking plants would upgrade this into something like a forest internet, a giant global green Wi-Fi.
Walking plants sound cute. Plants walking is one thing. Plants defending themselves? Another level. 1. Cactus warriors. Cacti already have spikes, but now they can march toward water or away from predators. Imagine desert scenes. Dozens of cacti slowly migrating like a silent army. 2. Vine predators. Vines like kudzu already grow insanely fast. If they moved, they could wrap around abandoned buildings, crawl over high cluster animals, and tied coils knit out of cruelty. Just survival. 3. Trees claim territory. Trees compete for sunlight. Walking trees become territorial giants, pushing smaller plants away, blocking rivals, forming circles to defend space. Forests become living kingdoms. 1. Cities need plant barriers. Governments build underground plant fence route blocking wall chemical boundaries, waking plant speed bump size. Speed bumps for plants. 2. Scientists study moving green life. New fields of science emerge. Botanical neurology, plant mobility, physics, forest migration mapping. Scientists wear plant tracking GPS devices on trees to follow them like wildlife. 3. Food crisis or food revolution. Plants relocating is dangerous, but humans adapt. We create plant farms with high walls, root freezing in plants, light traps that lure crops back, mobile greenhouses that move with plants. Humanity redesigns agriculture from scratch. If evolution continues, plants might move faster, coordinate migration, respond to danger, avoid humans, compete for land. Imagine forests pushing back against construction, roads disappearing under walking vines, deserts turning green as plants walk into them. Earth becomes a battlefield of green expansion. But will plants ever become the rulers? Let's find out in the next. Now that plants are walking, the global economy flips upside down. Imagine Wall Street screens flashing, forest migration rate affecting real estate, oxygen production, stocks skyrocket, walking crop insurance now required by law. 1. Land value becomes wildly unpredictably. For this, Land value depended on proximity to cities, fertile soil, weather in futurbus. Now, imagine buying expensive farmland only to watch the entire crop walk away to a cheaper, wetter valley. Real estate agents advertise guaranteed plant stability, fencing included, low probability of forest invasion. South-facing terrain, plants won't wander away. 2. Tourism crashes then explodes. People stop going to forests because they're scared the forest might come to them. But months later, walking forests become the #1 tourist attraction. Imagine safari buses following a migrating jungle like people follow the Great Migration in Africa. Right ahead, you'll see the Maple Ridge herd moving approximately 3 feet per hour. Exquisite. 3. A whole new industry appears. Plant wrangling. Just like cowboys herd cattle, we now have botanical wranglers, people with ropes, drones, and rude detangling tools who chase runaway crops. Day-to-day tasks include guiding sugarcane back to farms, redirecting vines away from roads, wrangling aggressive rose bushes, managing migrating bamboo gangs. Government creates a new job title: Plant Movement Control Officers. PEMCO. 1. Suburban nightmares. Imagine living in a quiet neighborhood, but every night you hear kirk, kirk, the sound of roots scraping across pavements. You open your curtains at 2 a.m., and a massive oak tree is slowly crossing your backyard. It stops, turns slightly, stares at you, not with eyes but with presence. 2. Cities start building green border walls, huge concrete barriers lined with underground metal sheets. Purpose: to stop walking plants from invading highways, airports, and stadiums. Imagine traveling to New York and seeing botanical border zone cross at your own risk. 3. The new fear. The Green Cross and pedestrians are scared of crossing streets at night. Not because of criminals, but because an entire bush might be silently crawling across the footpath. People record TikTok videos. Brew, my cactus is trying to escape the apartment again. Slowly, people notice something eerie. Walking plants behave differently. Some are curious. Some follow humans around. Some run from loud noises. Some stay in one spot like loyal pets. Some wander the neighborhood like introverted travelers. Plants begin developing proto-personality traits. Scientists create a ranking system. Passive plants barely walk, neutral walkers move occasionally, or wander every day. Defensive species avoid anything that moves, aggressive colonizers invade territory. Imagine a National Geographic document. Nature is intelligent. Once plants begin walking, animals start taking advantage. 1. Birds ride moving plants like Uber. Birds perch on walking shrubs to save energy. Some develop cooperative behaviors. The plant gives sunlight-friendly roots. The bird gives early warning of predators. 2. Monkeys form partnerships with vines. Monkeys ride walking vines across forests like public transport. They help vines find fruit-rich areas. Vines help monkeys move quietly without touching the ground. 3. Herbivores learn to stalk plants like hunters. Imagine a deer sneaking up on a bush. The bush slowly moves away. The deer moves again, a slow-motion chase of survival. National parks broadcast live streams. Watch the Daily Bush Escape Show, exclusive on Animal Planet. Now that plants walk, evolution speeds up. Movement gives them new challenges, so they evolve new defenses. 1. Motion-triggered spikes. Cacti grow spikes that shoot outward when motion sensors, light pressure are triggered. Walking cacti become dangerous landmines. 2. Chemical smoke screens. Flowers release thick, colorful chemical clouds when threatened. Imagine a bush releasing pink smoke like a ninja escape. 3. Warning colors. Like animals, some plants evolve bright patterns to signal toxicity. Defense mode. Territorial claim. Pregnancy phase. New seeds developing. Plants become visible communicators. Humanity doesn't give up. We adapt. 1. Plant control suits. Engineers design exosuits that emit UV patterns, rude deterring vibration, chemical repellents, gentle guiding waves. Think of a futuristic gardener wearing Iron Man-style plant armor. 2. Floating farm. Humans build farms on floating platforms so walking crops can't escape. Imagine corn growing on giant rafts, softly drifting on lakes like floating cities. 3. Light towers to control movement. Since plants chase sunlight, cities install high-intensity sunlight towers, rotating light beacon systems, rooftop sun traps so plants stay where they should. It works. Most. Just like animals form herds, plants form societies. 1. Forest tribesal trees of a species stick together, walking as a giant slow-moving city. Oak tribe, pine tribe, birdwood, dominion, mangrove, imperisome tribes migrate north, some toward mountains, some stay put and defend territory. 2. Grass swarms, millions of grass plants move together like a green carpet sliding across plains. Animals avoid them because they cut through everything like blades. 3. Flower colonies, flower species migrate as colorful waves. Pink zones, purple rivers, blue colonize yellow patches. The world becomes painted by living movement. Everything changes the day it happens. A massive vine colony blocks a major highway. Police try to move them. Vines resist. Thousands of commuters are trapped. Videos go viral. Plant uprising in California? People panic. Government sends plant control units. Vines lash out defensively. Cars get entangled. No one is hurt. But the message is clear. Plants are no longer background life. They are active participants on Earth. Humanity holds its breath. Scientists propose a radical solution. A global treaty called the Green Accord of Earth. Rules include: humans may not block plant migration routes. Plants remain in protected zone. Humans may farm only plants who willingly stay. Light fences and scent barriers must be plant safe. Forests get legal personhood status. People argue. Countries disagree. Companies complain. But Earth signs it. And for the first time, humans and walking plants begin to coexist.
As decades pass, humans and walking plants begin to shape a new kind of civilization. 1. Human-plant hybrid. City planners build urban landscapes designed to move with migrating greenery. Imagine floating pedestrian bridges, flexible roads with shock absorber, scalable buildings with sliding foundations, roofed highways just for plants. New York becomes New Green York. Tokyo becomes Botanica City. Dubai builds the Walking Garden District. 2. Green transit systems. Public transportation integrates plant mobility. People commute by riding giant walking bamboo platforms, using vine elevators, following forest migration routes like highway staking route taxis, guided mobile shrubs. 3. Vertical moving forest. Skyscrapers grow walking plants on every floor. When a building rotates for sunlight, the plants adjust their own positions. Cities become green, alive, constantly shifting. Earth enters a new age, urban symbiosis. As plants evolve movement, other abilities follow. 1. Social intelligence. Plants begin to react not only to sunlight, but to patterns, vibrations, and even human behavior. They can anticipate weather, sense animal movements, respond to sounds, mimic color patterns, avoid danger. Strategic. Halmage, a walking fern that pauses when it hears thunder approaching. 2. Environmental prediction. Plants develop root-based sensors that detect soil chemistry, ground pressure, air density, electromagnetic change. They become the meteorologists of Earth. Scientists track plant migration to predict flood, earthquake, clusters, fire. Shuriken becomes the planet's early warning system. 3. Selective cooperation. Some plants cooperate with humans. Fruit trees move closer when they're ready to be harvested. Medicinal plants travel toward hospital. Shade trees surround playgrounds during summer. Water-loving species form living dams to prevent flooding. Plants become Earth's gardeners. What is daily life like now? 1. Living with migrating neighbors. Wake up in the morning. Your street looks different because a lemon tree moved into the neighborhood. Sunflowers lined up in front of the bakery. A stubborn cactus blocked your driveway. A new oak family settled behind your home. Every day feels like a new season. 2. Food is now a partnership instead of farms. Humanity creates plant agreements. Plants stay in designated zones in exchange for nutrient-rich soil, safe light environments, protein from predator-structured movement paths. Humans harvest only what plants offer. Some trees even signal readiness by moving toward farms when fruits ripen. 3. Schools teach plant interaction. Kids learn how to guide walking plants, how to communicate with migration groups, how to grow companion root gardens, how to respect plant. Nature becomes a full-time teacher. 4. Energy revolution. Humans develop living solar farms, moving bioelectric forests, walking plant-powered microgrids. Energy becomes clean, renewable, and alive. Even with cooperation, problems still arise. 1. Storm migration panic before storms. Entire forests rush in one direction. This creates traffic jam, human evacuations, emergency alerts, moving green walls blocking roads. People joke the trees are evacuating before we even know what's happening. 2. Bamboo gang territories. Bomo species evolve quickly and begin dominating regions. They move fast, grow fast, multiply fast, invade everything. Governments call them the green flash flood. Bamboo pushes through cities, cracking sidewalks and uprooting infrastructure. Humans negotiate with bamboo colonies using sound patterns, light pulses, and control humidity. 3. Fire plant mutation. Some plants adapt to fire by developing heat-resistant walking patterns. Others actively migrate into volcanic zones to absorb minerals. The planet becomes more dynamic, more unpredictable. Walking plants don't just coexist, they reshape the planet. 1. Desert transformation. Plants walk into deserts and slowly bring moisture, seed sorting matter. Deserts shrink. New green continents appear. 2. Mountains become green spines. Plants climb mountains more easily now. Entire species move upward and form high-altitude forests, cloud-eating canopies, mass highways, route bridges across cliffs. Mountains become vertical jungles. 3. Coastlines redefined. Mangroves walk deeper into the ocean. Kelp forests migrate with tides. New land masses form from plant accumulation. Earth becomes greener and more alive than ever before. Humanity eventually accepts a universal truth. Plants are not just background life. They are Earth's equal inhabitants. 1. Global green navigation net. Humans and plants share a synchronized world map. Plant migration routes, ozonal movement pattern, sunlight highways, emergency escape corridors, resting zones. It's like Google Maps, but for forests. 2. Shared governance. Humans create a Council of Earth, including botanical scientists, indigene forest guardians, communication translators, and violent strategists, all working to represent plant interests. Forests gain legal rights. 3. Evolution never stops. Plants develop advanced traits. Faster movement, complex colony structures, multi-layer defense patterns, light-based communication, soil engineering abilities. They begin to function like a super.
If plants can walk, if they can decide where to live, if they can move away from destruction, if they can protect ecosystems, if they can coordinate migration, if they can shape the planet, then who truly governs Earth? Humans, animals, or the silent architects who have always been here, the plants? Imagine the final scene of the video. The camera zooms out to space. Earth is covered in vast moving oceans of green. Forests migrating, plains shifting, mountains alive, coasts breathing, deserts shrinking, rivers protected, cities glowing beside plant metropolises. The narrator speaks. Maybe walking plants wouldn't destroy our world. Maybe they'd help us save it. The music rises, screen fades to black. Like, share, subscribe for more epic What If universes.